Stats. Let me just ask you that.
As of right now,
Game two.
I think I'm at like 250, so I'm a quarter of the way there.
So he finds you a little bit still, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Go-to guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how much? What's your stats looking like, Mark, after 2 games? I know you had the big first game against Niles.
Yeah, threw for 290, 3 touchdowns the first game, ran for 120 and 2, and then
Crazy numbers.
the second game I threw for 190 and 2 touchdowns, and then I ran for 230 and 4 touchdowns.
You have to tell Coach Pearson that I'm at 90. I need 10 more yards. Both games you have 300 and 200. Throwing. But I understand that's what you do good, right? How fun is it when you're out there slinging the ball around? What's it feel like?
It's so fun. I mean, not many people have a chance to throw to somebody like Belsic, so it's just it's an incredible feeling. Like, football is so incredible. Like, you learn so much and morally off the field and it's on the field. It's just there's nothing like it. Nothing like Friday Night Lights.
Any shout outs to the other guys you throw the ball to?
Oh, we have not Belsic. We have Terrence Davis, Nick Melito, Anthony Backus is another huge one. Devin Wilson. Like, we have so many guys that whoever's open, I know I can trust them, and I know they'll make the catch for me.
How fun is it getting in the end zone for you when you
It's
take a long pass
I
to
think
the
the best
house?
thing is, best feeling for me is turning around, just seeing the whole city going crazy, and my team and my family going crazy. I love having Mark come up to me after, chest bump. That's just the best feeling for me. I love scoring touchdowns.
How important are the playoffs to you guys? I mean, is it something you talk about? Is it something you think about, dream about?
Early in the season, we've talked about it a lot, but like you said earlier with Poland, they really smacked us in the mouth. They showed us that, we're not the best team in Ohio, but we have a shot to be the best team in Ohio. We have to practice hard. We have to go out and play as hard as we possibly can, give it everything we have, and possibly that could, be a goal for us later on in the season.
Week by week.
Week by week, yes, sir.
We got JFK right now. Focus on them.
Good way to end your senior season, though, in your career at Girard, huh?
That'd be great. Hopefully I can go down and at Girard at, one of the best. Hopefully I can be in the Hall of Fame one day. I work hard every day. And hopefully, that's a goal for me. Hopefully be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Do you think about being, up there with Nick and stuff? Do you kind of go at each other a little bit competitively?
Well, he's quarterback coach for me, so we have competitions, and sometimes they get a little heated. But he's so incredible, such an amazing role model to me on and off the field.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed and have an opportunity to get coached by him. Not many people ever have a chance like that, and it's an incredible opportunity.
And he's been through the recruiting process and ended up at Ohio State. Not too bad.
Not at all.
Good role model in that way as well. Anything you need about recruiting, huh? What do you think of Coach Pearson and his job he's doing with you guys this year?
I mean, he's doing great so far. He called me to his office last year, the beginning of my senior year, and he asked me, what should I change as a coach? And I told him, practices have to be harder. Everything has to be more up tempo, and he's doing just that. Practices are extremely hard. You see him, if you come to practice one day, he's running around, jumping on our helmets, smacking us on the helmet. He has so much energy. He gives us energy, and that's what I love as a head coach.
How fun is the season so far for you?
It's so fun. I have every night I have dreams of Friday nights. The sounds, the bells ringing, the lights on. It's so fun. It's because you never know when your last game is, so you just got to go out there and have as much fun and do as best as you can, because nothing is guaranteed in life. And it's so incredible to go out there with my best friends in life and just have the common goal to come out with a win.
Michael, how's it going? What excites you the most?
Yeah, I mean, like he said, the sounds, just the whole city behind us is the best feeling ever. I personally want to win for my friends and family. That's my thing. I want to win for the city of Girard, bring winning back to Girard. That's what I want to do.
Become relevant again in Girard.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I want to bring. I want teams to fear the red and black again, and hopefully, when I graduate, I can come back and maybe coach or something like that. I would love to help the red and black.
Cool. Well,
after his 5th year of high school, he's gonna come back for one more year.
That's right.
There you go. Well, maybe you'll leave early for high school and you'll graduate with him. No. But well, congratulations on your season, guys. I appreciate you coming down and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's nice when people get to see the faces instead of the helmets and
Right.
learn a little bit about you. You have a great career ahead of you, and I'm sure you're going to do well whatever sport that you choose.
sir.
And we're just glad that you guys were able to come here and share a little bit of your time and your stories. And best of luck to you in the remaining part of your season. Maybe we'll do it again if you make the playoffs later in the year.
sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Girard's finest right there. We'll be back with more Yards After Contact from Kelly's Bar on Mahoney Avenue in in Youngstown, Ohio. And welcome back to Kelly's Bar, Mahoney Avenue in Youngstown, Ohio. This is Yards After Contact, and with me now is the head coach of the Pullman Bulldogs, Ryan Williams. The 2-0 Pullman Bulldogs. Congratulations. Tell me a little about your season and the reasons for your success thus far.
Thanks for having us again this year. Heck
Sure.
of a show. We appreciate, showcasing some of our high school kids. We appreciate that. Thank you. It's been a great summer. A lot of fun. It's a great group of seniors we have. There's 20 seniors on the team, and I every year you go and you say, oh, these guys are kind of like your kids, and I really believe that this group of seniors is special. Have a nice bond with each other. It's really a family atmosphere. So being able to celebrate with each other, being 2-0, it's been a lot of fun so far.
I know your quarterback's in his third year, Drew Costco, but there's more to your team. Tell me about what's been working for you so far. The running game, I'm guessing?
Yeah, running game.
With
We have
these-
two nice backs that are kind of sharing the duties, and Jonah Spencer and Dante Romano. But kind of our focus this year, the guys up front are doing a nice job of nice size guys up front and some experience, and we've kind of featured them, and they've kind of answered the call and done a nice job for us so far.
How much were you counting on or expecting them to have success to help your team this year up front?
Oh yeah, we've been counting on these two. Nick Sabrin and Drew Davies have been playing for us for 3 seasons now, so we knew we could rely on them. We were
3-year starters?
well, 2 and change. It started
Okay.
a few games as sophomores, but they had a lot of experience, and we needed a couple other parts to fall into place for us, and we thought we could be pretty effective up front.
What are the parts that fell into place?
A couple other
falling
linemen. Carson Magnai's having a nice junior year. He started for us as a sophomore, but when you start sophomores, there's a lot of mistakes that go with that. So getting him over some of those, and he's having a great junior year. Jared Carcelli started a tackle, and he started for us as a sophomore on the defensive line. We moved him over to offensive line, and then we have a sophomore in Alex Feliciano that's playing guard as well. And he's a big body to add to that front. That really done a nice job for us.
These two backs, they're like in the gold family mood. They're a little bit shorter, but productive. Are they much experience? Because they didn't play much last year.
Yeah, they both had several carries last year. Jonah probably a few more than Dante as the year went on, because Jonah did some of the Wildcat stuff, so we got a few extra carries that way. But they're both they both have a different skill set. Dante's a little lower to the ground, a little more sturdy. Jonah's a little more explosive, a little more kind of has a little wiggle in the open field. So
They both look good against Gerard the game I saw.
we were
scrimmage anyway.
Yep, we've been pleased with both of their performances so far.
Wow. I mean, to have that much success on the ground is, I guess that's your calling card this year then, mainly?
It's been the calling card at Poland for a long time, long
Yeah.
before I got there, and hopefully for a long time after. You've got to be able to run the ball and kind of impose your will sometimes, and it all starts there. That's kind of how we get on schedule. We run the ball, kind of, bring those safeties down in the box, and then that helps us to open up the passing lane a little bit.
Do you still call it Dave? Is that the
Once
bread and butter
we
play?
run that once or twice, yeah.
Little YSU stuff there going on?
Yep, still called Dave.
Run guard stuff?
Yep,
Yeah.
still called Dave from Coach Dressel.
Pretty self-explanatory if you know
Yep.
if you know the history of it.
Sure is.
So what do you like best about how the season's going for you so far? I mean, victories are one thing, but I mean, are you surprised by anything?
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased with kind of that family environment that this team has. I mean, it's awesome. There's a lot of little brothers. There's a lot of, now older brothers that were younger brothers that have, and it's just a neat environment. We got, there's at any point in time, there's all kinds of siblings running around at practice, and it's really a fun atmosphere.
How's it for you, year 2 now, head coach? How's it for you?
It's been great. I mean, obviously, it's a whole lot better being 2-0. That makes it real.
Is it easier? I mean, than last year? Were you pretty much expected? I mean, Run Guard's been there. You probably knew
Yeah, I mean,
how everything worked as it was.
well, it's like, getting married and having kids. You're not really ever ready for it until it happens. But there's a sense of comfort to the second year, the second time around, that you kind of, some of those things that you weren't exactly prepared for, you knew what to expect a little bit. But having 20 seniors that are as close as they are make it a lot easier as well.
Let me put you on the spot. How good is your team this year?
Well, we're 2-0 right now. You know,
Okay.
I don't. We gotta clean up some mistakes and take care of
Jefferson
some.
this week.
We got Jefferson this week.
I'll
and
give
we,
you 3-0.
Oh, well, that's nice of you, but that doesn't.
I think I give you 9-0 going into Canfield.
Well, we'll come back week 8. We'll talk about that.
Is that
then.
daunting for you to think that way? Or?
I can't
You
even
don't go
think
past
beyond
week
tomorrow.
3.
I can't go beyond tomorrow.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll see. Maybe your players will.
No, I
give you
hope
the
not.
whole
I hope not.
thing. Defensively though, how's that side of the ball working for you as well?
Good. Coach Denunzia is doing a great job. Nice aggressive D line. You know, not a lot of
Size,
overall.
too, as well?
A couple kids, nice size. Yeah, Scotty Campbell's a junior and he's long, 6'4" and a little bit. Got a 6'2" nose tackle, and
I
then
noticed him at the scrimmage. We
Yeah.
were wondering who that was.
yeah, Scott Campbell. He does having a good year, able to kind of
Good size.
very nice. Yeah, 6'4" or 6'5", maybe
Junior.
230, 235.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Alec Katsoulis is the other tackle, and he's a school record holder in the sack.
Yeah.
Sack.
Yeah.
So
Your tight end, good player, is
Dante Russo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of. We have 3 tight ends on the team that we use all of them, and he's a third-year starter. Been there for us. Kind of sets the edge of that offense. You talk about running Dave. Well, he's at the heart of why we do what we do because he can down block.
Now, we had Mark Wade on the show earlier and Gerard, and we talk about the quarterbacks all the time, and specifically the junior quarterbacks in this area. And you have one of them, O'Hara from Boardman, Mark Wade.
Brandon Brungard's another one in
Brungard,
that
I
group.
forgot
Yeah.
to mention him.
Yeah,
and
no,
the
that's
kid, and the kid from East Palestine. There's 4 or 5
that's a nice class.
solid junior quarterbacks. How is Costco developing since his freshman year for you?
Good. I mean, again, the root of what we do is off tackle and sets up the play action pass, and he's able to make some of those throws and get transition into being a little more of a drop back and make some of the reads out of an empty set that we're adding that to his play a little bit this year. So he's improving.
Now, he's a junior. Does he have a lot of input with you? What's he seeing and what might work and what he likes? And does that help?
Sure, he talks with Coach Jones. Brian Jones calls the offense. So he and Brian talk throughout the game about what they're seeing and what potential there is. What's out there to open up later on.
Can you tell from the conversations that he's really grown up into the
Sure,
position?
he's maturing. He's asking the right questions. Sure, he's able to respond to his reads and go through his progressions. He's improving in that area. Sure.
What do you kind of like most about your situation right now at Poland? What makes you happy?
To be
Every
honest
day.
with you, I love the fact that as a teacher in that district, I have every kid in that district comes through my classroom. I think that
You're
there's
at the younger,
I teach at the 8th grade.
so you know the kids that are going to be.
Yeah, and I think that's
Yeah.
neat. I love that every kid comes through my classroom. I get a chance to have that relationship with them then, and then we revisit that relationship later on, and it's a neat perspective. I enjoy that the best.
1999, I believe, is a good year for Poland.
That was a good year.
Were
Yep.
you around then, or?
I was
know you've
not.
been
I was
around-
at Fitch.
I know you've been
then.
around forever. You got
Yeah,
that.
you're
you're
right.
at Fitch.
I was at Fitch.
You
then.
coach at Harding too, didn't you?
No, I was at Poland prior to that.
Okay.
And I left and then went to Fitch and
Okay.
came back.
And you've been mainly on defensive coordinator on the defensive side most of your career.
Yeah, but since Neil Kopp took the job at Fitch, I became defensive coordinator. I was always an O-line guy prior to that.
Okay.
So
Well, you
up
look
in-
like an O-line
Up
coach,
to that point, I was
especially with
always
the beard. Yeah. So what are your expectations? Can I ask you that? I know you're not going to say playoffs, but
No.
So what do you expect out of your team?
I want to see marked growth week to week. There's things not the media stuff, but there's things we talk about behind closed doors that we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. It isn't really wins and losses; those are kind of the reward for the game. But just marked growth, marked progress. Like, hey, we want to do this, and are we meeting that goal? Are we meeting that progress on the way? I think we could be a pretty good football team, but there's a lot of details that we need to take care of and things we need to address.
Now you brought a couple guys with you tonight. Just from your perspective, tell me a little bit about them and what they contribute to the team.
I think this is, you talk about us running Dave, and this is kind of, this is why we run it. We have these guys up front, they do a great
And
job.
then the back pops out of nowhere and he's
Comes
gone.
out of nowhere, exactly. But we got Drew Davies here, has been playing left tackle for us for a couple of seasons, and Nick Sabrin, who was a tackle last year, but some of those younger kids came along. We were able to move Nick to guard. So it's been fortuitous for us to be able to move him. That's for sure.
Both seniors,
Both seniors,
leaders.
both senior leaders. Absolutely, we go as however these guys let us go. They're in charge of the team. The way we practice is up to these guys. If they want to have a good practice, we'll have a good practice.
How big a game is Canfield for you now that you're going to eliminate that? Is that gone for good?
You know what? That's for.
I hate to see that.
That's people. Other
I
than me.
understand, maybe, but it's kind of a good
I love it.
rivalry,
I love the
relationship.
rivalry.
Why stop it?
I don't want to stop. I said let's play week 1. The rivals are rivals.
Does it have to be week 10? Is that?
Not to us. I'll play. A rival's a
Yeah,
rival whenever
yeah.
you play them.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't
You hate
matter
to
when
see
you
that.
play them.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to see Ohio State, Michigan play week 1, obviously, but
But that's a little bigger than.
if
Paul
you had to do
Canfield,
that to
too.
save the rivalry, I would play that. I mean, whatever it takes.
I've said the same. I'd love to play them. It's similar community. They're well coached. Our kids know their kids. They don't. That's what makes it a good rivalry. Whenever it suits the schedules, we'll play. That's fine.
Jefferson, what kind of challenge do they pose to you
I
real
think
quickly?
they're a very good offensive football team.
Yeah.
Coach Henson, his son's the quarterback, does a
Okay.
nice job. He's a good athlete. He's maybe a 3-year starter. They have nice. He's a good play caller. They execute well on offense. So it's one of the bigger challenges for our defense so far.
What's it like up there? I've never been up
It's
there.
a beautiful facility.
Is it?
Brand new facility.
Good
It's-
crowd, good football.
I don't know crowd-wise. Last time we were up there was a torrential downpour. There was
Okay.
nobody there, but nice facilities. I mean, we've been up there for track meets. I mean, great. Seemed nice.
Yeah. So, week 11, we don't talk about that.
We're talking about week 3.
Week 3. Well, good luck to you in week 3, and good luck to you
Appreciate
the rest of the season. And I know it's been short notice, but thanks for coming down today.
Anytime.
We had the holiday yesterday, kind of messed up everything.
No problem.
but,
Anytime you need a filler, we'll come over.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Ryan Williams, head coach of the Poland Bulldogs. We'll be back with more Yards After Contact from Kelly's Bar in Youngstown, Ohio. And welcome back to Kelly's Bar on Mahoney Avenue in Youngstown, Ohio. This is Yards After Contact. And with me now are two of Poland's finest, the big guys in the trenches, as you can see. Guys, state your names here real quick for us.
Drew Davies, left tackle.
And I'm Nick Saban, right guard.
And it's Saber, not Saban like the coach, but congratulations on your start, you guys. I'm guessing you two have a lot to do with the success so far. Tell me about the season, how it's going, and how you're feeling, and in your week ahead coming up.
Season's going pretty good, I'd say. I'm feeling all healthy going in week 3, and that's all you can really ask for when you're in trenches.
How's it feel to get off to a great start like you have this season? And did you expect to have early success like this?
It feels good. It's definitely a lot better than last season, coming off, going to week 3 being 2-0. Yeah, we knew we had something, we just didn't know how to expect it, so we just it was always underlying, kind of.
Well, what was it like for someone like you to handle a 3-7 campaign after all the success Poland's had over the years with Brungard at the helm and new coach come in and go 3-7? What was it? Was it a challenge for you in any way?
Yeah, it was a challenge. You just kind of take the hand you've been played. Like, you kind of really can't do much when you're in trenches, and as a junior, you just got to play the game and hope for the best and go out there and give it your all. That's really all you can do.
From your perspective, how is the offense clicking for you this year?
The offense is clicking pretty good. We got a lot of returning players on the ball. We got Mikey Diaz in there at wide receiver. Got Nate Alessi in there. Got a lot of veterans coming back, and it should be a pretty good season for our offense.
How is Drew Costco coming along, in your opinion, as a leader and as making things happen at the quarterback position?
Costco, he's coming along well. He's doing a good job this year. He'll be a good player. What's
the success? I mean, I know you guys like to run the ball. How hard do you guys work at your craft during the week? And is it mostly? Do you put a lot of time in the running game? Obviously.
Oh yeah, we're very technical in practice. We always just focus on little things that way when the games come and whatever situation's thrown at us, it's not really a hard time. We just gotta adjust and focus on us, and we'll be fine.
Give me your measurables. What was 6'4"?
6'3".
6'3".
285, 290.
Any hopes of playing beyond high school?
Yeah, I hope to.
What's
play.
it look like? Anything going for you? Any visits? Anything that you're
Yeah.
interested in?
Back in the spring and fall, back in the spring and early summer, I visited Cornell, Purdue, Bucknell, Colgate.
They've shown interest in you,
Yes, they've shown interest in me.
at least communicated with you?
Yeah, I've been communicating with them, and then their seasons have kind of started up, so they kind of been put on the back. They put themselves on the back burner. I visited with Baldwin Wallace, and I've been talking with like a few of those D3 schools like Mount Union, Baldwin Wallace, Heidelberg, and a few of them, so that's where I'm at there. No offers yet,
You just want to play.
just playing game. Just gotta get through senior season first, play as well as I can.
How exciting is it for you this year so far? How
It's
fun?
It's a blast. I've grown up with these guys all along, and just being out there, being with friends who are basically family. It's all you can ask for. Being a senior, that part hasn't hit me yet. It's just playing football games, being with my friends and family.
How's it feel to play with him and have success like you have over the years with him?
It's nice. It's nice that I have someone else there that we can all count on.
You guys
having a
tight?
team.
You good
Yeah.
friends off the field as well?
Yeah, we're real good friends off the field.
Nick, what's your perspective on your team this year?
Well, our team's just one big family. We all love each other. We during the summer we broke on family every single day after conditioning, either it was conditioning or camp, and we're a solid group that knows how to work together. We've all been working together since, like I said, I've been playing with these boys since I was in fourth
Home
grade.
little Bulldogs.
Yeah, fourth grade I've been playing with these guys, so it's fun. It's fun to grow up with these guys, see everybody mature, and just become the player that we know we can be.
Now you're in a position change from last year, yes?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, I've always known every position on the offensive line. 7th and 8th grade, I played center. 9th grade, I played guard. And then sophomore and junior year, I played tackle. So I've known every position, so they could throw me in wherever they need me. And I like guard better. I like the whole pulling concept where I get to hit somebody when they're not expecting it. But
Yeah. What do you guys know about Dave?
Dave,
It's effective.
yeah, it's
all you can really
we've
say.
done that a couple
You
times.
know any history of Dave at all? Does he tell you about it?
No,
Where he
not
learned
really,
it from
just-
or where
not
it's
really.
from?
I think it's a coach
It's
trust
called
thing.
Youngstown
Yeah.
State
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
deal.
It's a whole.
It's called the same thing,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So we still come up to the line.
Now-
Dave, get ready for it.
How confident are you in your backs that you're blocking for, and do you expect them to break it out? I mean, are you guys that confident with your offense this year?
Yeah, they
pretty
do their
confident.
jobs. If we do our jobs, they're going to do theirs. They'll find the hole. Our backs always tell us the hole. We can drive a semi through it. So that's good to hear when your backs. And they're always, no matter what, lost at 3, they'll come in the line. They'll come in the huddle. Oh yeah, good job, good job, line, good job. And that's just for an offensive line. That just builds you up, knowing your backs really care about what you do, no matter if it was positive or negative. So that's always a plus when it comes to that.
Now, other than seeing highlights, I saw you play Girard in a scrimmage, and you just, shredded their defense, if you will. That's a true statement, correct?
Yeah.
How's it been the first 2 games? Same kind of success on the ground like
Yeah,
that?
for the
Yeah.
most part.
Breaking backs for long
We
games?
struggled a little bit in the first half against Niles, but
Yeah.
in the second half we just turned it on and played the game we knew how to play. It was a construction project. We were just rolling them over and just paving the way for our backs.
Marlington as well?
Yeah, Marlington was kind of just a dominating game all the way through. So
Now, Coach, don't want to hear much about past week three, but do you guys dream of it? Have you talked about it as little kids what it'd be like? I mean, what's it like? You're in your, this is it now. This is the money years. You've been,
You toy with it in your mind, but then you always come back to the reality. You just got to focus week by week and take care of the little things so that you can even think about having a future.
it's always a kid's dream to win a state championship. And sometimes we talk about it, we get carried on like what we would do if we won a state championship, but then we just snap back into reality and realize
Focus
just
on
week by week, and eventually we'll be able to get there.
I'm guessing maybe you guys were a year old, maybe 2 years old when Poland won a
I
state
wasn't even
title,
born.
1999. No,
Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
My dad went to the game. It was. I think it was a couple days before I was born. Actually, I was born on December 6th, and I believe
Wow.
the game was
Very
December
nice.
2nd or 3rd or something like
So that'd
that.
be nice to be born at the state
Yeah.
championship and graduate
That'd be
with
awesome.
the state championship as well. How fun is? You guys having a lot of fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On and off the field.
Oh yeah. So
We always we're always hanging out off the field. Like I said, we're a family. We're always together. Whether it's going out to eat on a weeknight or having a bonfire on someone's house after spaghetti dinner on Thursday, we're always together, always doing stuff.
like the past 2 weeks, we haven't had school on Fridays. So like after walkthrough or whatever, I had the entire varsity and starting team over. cooked up like 6 dozen eggs, 72 plus pieces of bacon, 72 plus pieces of sausage, plus like White House donuts, cinnamon rolls, all stuff. All of it's completely gone in an hour and a half or two, but
I can imagine.
that's what it is. It's what it takes. A bunch of family. We're all just one giant family.
Jefferson, is it a big challenge for you guys, from what you know so far?
Everyone we play, we really go into it not thinking, oh, this is gonna be an easy game, because that's when it bites you, and then you end up, oh, we're down 13. There's 3 minutes left to go. What do we do? So you just got to go in and dominate them from the first quarter on.
Do you expect to dominate teams this year? I mean, is that the forecast for you guys, or I don't know?
We
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm just wondering, do you feel that confident about what you're doing?
We just expect going to games and just play our game. As long as we can play our game and play to a level we've been trained and practice at, then we should do fairly well against teams.
Second in your region, or I think, in the standings, computer.
I haven't looked.
I think you are. It's
I haven't
kind of a
been
big
paying
deal. I
attention to
know
that.
Coach Williams probably don't talk much about that, but I guess that means you're doing pretty good so far. And
Guess so.
Yeah, I'll look at that after week 10. Hopefully we're still
you're
in
getting the
that,
top
but-
8. That's all that matters,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Now, did I ask you about college yet? I mean,
No, not yet.
what's your situation?
I'm looking at a couple schools. I'm really focusing on the season right now. I've back in the summer and the spring, I was going on a couple visits, a couple D2 schools, one AA, but I've really now focused on the season, focused on my team, and once the season's over, then I'll get back into everything. And
You hope to play at the next
yeah,
level?
yeah,
some,
I do. I hope to play in college for sure.
Even YSU would be a nice
Yeah,
little home
that'd be awesome.
for you guys.
Close to home, let my family be able to come watch me.
Anything else exciting going on for you guys? Any other sports you play or anything? No, just lineman.
I did track. And
Oh, you
field
do
in the
track,
spring,
shot put,
Yeah.
Yeah.
disc.
Shot and disc, yeah.
Any success? Been to Columbus at all, or no?
No, I came up short at regionals this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was off day.
sure.
You have those every once in a while.
I usually play baseball, but I was thinking I might join them this year in track, because just for something to do. So we'll see.
Well, you guys got to keep up with that softball team you guys got over there in Poland, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know how to win some big games.
Yeah, they do.
Huh?
Need their
Our
coaches.
baseball and softball programs pretty good in Poland.
All good with Ryan Williams at the helm for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Is it a hard transition from run guard? You guys were
Softball.
2 years of that, right?
Yeah.
We had 1 year, bro.
Yeah.
1 year? Oh, varsity.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hard for our class because we came in. It was like it was Coach Brungar's last year, so we got to know him and we
You
got to know
you knew
how
that
his
was
coaching
coming, right?
style, and we kind of expected it because like we knew his kids were getting to that age, and kind of were like there's rumors and stuff, but no one talked about until like after the season.
Yeah.
But like Coach Williams said, he's been with us he's known us since 8th grade. We've all went through his classroom, all had him at one point in our lives.
It's
So
kind of
it's
cool. You get them before high school.
Yeah, it's awesome to get to know your head coach before you even go to play for him. It's a cool thing, and it wasn't as hard because we didn't change up what we did. We didn't go from a 2 tight end offense to running a spread 5 wide offense. We still ran the same exact stuff we ran with Coach Brunger that we do now. So,
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave, yeah.
all day.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on this early season success for both of you and for your team as well. And looks like we'll be seeing you later.